All right, kids, so since we're all stuck inside and we can't get to the library, we're bringing some of our favorite books from home. I'm a little bit different than most of the kids I hang out with here. So this is my favorite children's book. It's called What is Punk? Maybe you've heard the term before. Punk is not only a style of music, but it's a manner of dressing, and it's just kind of a good old-fashioned fun way of life, being a little rebellious and all. So this book is going to teach you about punk rock music. It's got some lovely illustrations here. What is Punk by Eric Morse. Okay? Cool little punk rock dude with his little blue mohawk. Maybe if you get shut in too long, you can play with your hair. Okay? So this book is dedicated to Mom, Dad, for helping Eric get through his life with punk rock music. Okay? This is the book of Punk. Once upon a time, there was a deafening roar that awakened people like never before. With their eyes open wide, they shouted in fear, "What new sound is this?" And they covered their ears. It was punk! Kind of looks like the refrigerator magnets. So what is this punk, you may want to know? Are there people called punks? Did they make it so? Did punk come from here or from over there? Rise up from the dirt, spinning out of thin air? Some think punk was born in downtown New York City with a sonic revolution at Max's and CBGB. Kids jumped out of their seats, started climbing the walls for the music of televisions and the New York Dolls. There were the Talking Heads too, and the Velvet Underground, and the fierce band Blondie with its fresh new sound. The Ramones, these people are very, very important. From the boroughs of Queens came contenders to the throne, the blue jeans and leather 14s called Ramones. They got straight to the point, a 1, a 2, a 3, 4, hey ho, let's go, 2-minute songs, never more. Out on Lake Michigan, where they build America's cars, Motown funk met gritty punk, and Detroit had a new star. Iggy Pop and the Stooges were known for outrageous stunts. If you ask, anyone will tell you, Iggy never wore a shirt, not even once. Back in foggy London town, things were getting really bad. All the young kids in the streets seemed to be going mad. They played music that was new, it was bold, it was brash. The Damned and the Sex Pistols, the Buzzcocks and the Clash. That's right, the Sex Pistols, a name naughty as can be, would harass the upper class with songs of Queens and anarchy. They hoped that their sound would never be forgotten, so they made up silly names like Sid Vicious and Johnny Rotten. That's Sid, that's Johnny. And while London was burning, the mighty Clash heard the call. They played songs for the working people and equality for all. When the Clash fought the law, they were the coolest band around. With their punk rock and ska, they defined a brand new sound. Punks made a lot of noise and they had something to say. Just like the boys, the girls came to play. Susie, Go-Go's and Blondie, X-Ray Specs and the Slits, all made a holy racket with their glitter and their grits. Girls rock too. Out west in sunny LA, they lived close to the beach. Bands like X and Black Flag had punk gospel to preach. The Descendants and the Dickies, Circle Jerks, Germs, and Weirdos were all punks who had fun and kept fans on their toes. In Washington, D.C., Bad Brains were the rage. They played reggae and hardcore and brought punk's new age. They say punk is a sound, it can be loud and fast, but it's also a movement. Ask the Misfits and Crass. This was a quick story of a few of the bands who made the world safe for punks of the land. In your city or town, you will find many more stories of punk culture to learn and explore. So what is this punk, you still want to know? Is it noise or just junk? Did it die long ago? Punk is music. It's art, it's culture, and vision. But if you really want to know punk, you just have to listen.